This is what you should have learned in Algebra 2 last year, Part 7. So we're going to solve a system of equations with 3 variables, and we're going to do it using the elimination method. So the way we can do that is first we've got to eliminate one of these variables, and so I'm going to eliminate the z variable first by just dealing with the first and second equation. So I noticed that if we add the first and second equation, the negative z and plus z will just cancel. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do x plus 2y minus z equals negative 1 plus 2x plus y plus z is equal to 7. And now we're just going to add just like an addition problem. So x plus 2x is 3x, 2y plus y is 3y or plus 3y, and then negative z and positive z just cancel, and then negative 1 and 7 add to give us positive 6. So now we have the equation 3x plus 3y is equal to 6. So we're going to come back to that. So now we're going to do the same thing but using different equations. So this time I'm going to use the second and third equation because I see that if I multiply this equation by 2, that will give me a positive 2z, which will cancel with the negative 2z. So we're going to multiply that by 2. So we'd get 4x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 14. Okay, and so now we can add that to our third equation just like we did over here. So we're going to have 4x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 14. We're going to add 3x plus 3y minus 2z is equal to 2. Once we do that, we'll have 4x plus 3x, which is 7x, 2y plus 3y, which is plus 5y, and then 2z and negative 2z cancel, and then that's equal to 14 plus 2, which is 16. Okay, so our second equation is 7x plus 5y is equal to 16. So there's not a perfect way to get one of these variables to cancel out now, so we're going to have to find a common multiple. So we're going to multiply this first equation by 5, so that 5 times 3 ends up giving us a 15y. And then we're going to multiply the second equation by 3, so that the 3 times 5y gives us 15y. That way we can cancel that out. So for the first equation, that's going to give us 15x plus 15y is equal to 30. And for our second equation, that's going to give us 21x plus 15y is equal to 3 times 16, which is 48. So now we're going to subtract these equations. That way my y terms cancel out. So 15x minus 21x is going to be negative 6x. 15y minus 15y just cancels. And then 30 minus 48 gives us negative 18. So negative 6x is equal to negative 18. We're going to divide by negative 6 on both sides to get x is equal to negative 18 divided by negative 6 is positive 3. And so now we've solved for the first variable. Now to solve for y, I'm going to go back to this shorter equation that we had up here. 3x plus 3y equals 6. And I'm going to plug in 3 for x so that we can solve for y. So when I do that, we'll have 3 times x is 3, so 3 goes right there, plus 3y is equal to 6. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 3y equals 6. We want to get y by itself, so we're going to subtract 9 from both sides to get 3y is equal to 6 minus 9, which is negative 3. Divide by 3 on both sides, so y is equal to negative 1. So we know what x is, we know what y is. Now we need to solve for z, and we can do that by plugging x and y into any of these 3 equations, so I'm just going to use the first one. So x plus 2y minus z equals negative 1. X is 3 plus 2 times y, so 2 times negative 1, minus z is equal to negative 1. And so now we can just solve. So 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And then I'm going to bring down minus z equals negative 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Minus z is equal to negative 1. And then we're going to subtract 1 to get rid of it. and it'll cancel and leave us with negative z is equal to negative 1 minus 1, which is negative 2. So negative z is equal to negative 2. We can get rid of that negative sign by multiplying by negative 1 on both sides to get positive z is equal to positive 2. And so that would be our answer. And so x is equal to 3, y is equal to negative 1, and z is equal to 2. And that's how you do it.